my uncle, Steve. So let's get started. So the first things first, we're gonna go down to the barn, but my uncle told me that, well, not my uncle told me, but my uncles did say that I do have a lesson with a kid. Well, certainly not a kid anymore, but I have a lesson with one of our lesson kids today over at Moorland. So yep, I'm gonna go to Moorland later, but I am gonna go to Moorland today anyways, because I have a little lesson over there that I just want to go over there and do a little lesson and get one of our lesson horses trained up for a show later today, because I entered in a jumping show on one of our lesson horses, Lily, and she's just so good, and I just really want to be prepared and ready for the show. I haven't had a show in 3 years ago, so 3 to 2 years ago, when I was on my horse Daisy, and that was the last show I had in a while. So now I'm gonna go get her and go over there, so I'll see you guys when we're over there. Okay, so now we made it to Moorland. I got her tacked up and everything off camera because she just is a little bit difficult when I tack her up, especially since she's a really tall horse. So we're gonna go over to the arena. So I'm gonna walk her over to the arena right about now and get her all warmed up, and then I think I'm gonna set up some poles and do some pole work with her for a little bit, and then do a little bit of some jumping. So we're gonna go over here. And I'm going to go into the arena now. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna see if her girth is good, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I am up on her. I'm just taking a quick second to see what she does. Okay, girl. Okay, so I have the trot poles out, so I'm just going to walk her around for a little bit. I might not film this whole little warm-up session because it sometimes takes a little bit longer for her to warm up because she's still getting better and better, but I do want to get her to go over some bigger jumps because we're doing a bigger jumping course, a lot bigger of a course, so for our show, which I'm excited for. But yeah, she's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go over the poles now. Oh, come on, girl. Good girl. kind of hit those. Come on. Trot. Good girl. She has a bouncier trot. So good girl. Like I said, I'm not gonna film this whole thing, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of a warm up here, and then do some a little bit more of advanced, I guess. So let's see here. Good girl. Ooh. Ooh. Good girl. So okay, so now I have set up the second course to practice. So I'm gonna do this now. So come on, good girl. So I'm gonna do this course now. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, good girl. Keep going. Our little oxer to go to. Good girl. Ooh. Cool. Good. Okay, so that was actually not bad because we haven't done this in a little bit. We don't really have this stuff at the farm, so I kind of have like go to different places, do these crossroads. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so I kind of want to just canter. Ugh. Okay, so do this one and a little lope. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. Good. So I think I'm not gonna do the whole course, this whole thing. I do want to do the double oxer, little tiny oxers. I want to do the double tiny oxers real quick, and then I think we'll do a little bit of a bigger jump. Good girl. She did not change her lead, so we're gonna try that again and have her try and change her lead. Okay, so this first one we're gonna just go at the same speed, and good. Come on. Good. At this last second she changed her lead. She's like, oh, you want me to change my lead? Okay, so now I'm going to slow her down. Ooh, good halt. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna change the poles. Okay, so I'm back with the bigger jumps, and I'm just gonna canter her around. There we go. So so now we're going to canter around a little tiny bit, and then we're gonna go over the jumps. Come on, good girl. Ready? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, the triple. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. And the next one's the oxer. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. And the water jump, I'm kind of nervous for this, but I kind of have good intentions. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. She did not refuse. I was a little nervous for that one. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. Whoa. Whoa. Good girl. Okay, so now that we are all done with everything, I put everything away, and now we're going to be going back home. So now I'm going to go back home, and I don't know if I'm going to film this because it's a little bit of a longer process, and then I will see you guys when I am doing another little ride, and I think I'm going to do Sully today as well. And it's been about 3 weeks since I filmed that last video with Sully and the other video with Sully of me getting Sully, so ooh, good girl. So I will see you guys when I'm back home. with Sally, and this is a voiceover, by the way. We are just trying out some corsage, which I decided to do corsage first with him. I will be getting another horse probably for corsage only, but he is just doing corsage for now because I'm not so sure what I want him to do at the moment, because he's still like so young. He's only 7. And then we started trotting and walking and just doing a bunch of transitions and everything, and we're in this humongous arena, which kind of was like weird. Like, he kind of was like, a little stressed out because of how big the arena was, because our arena at home is like half of this size, so he just was like all over the place. He kind of did spook at these barrels off camera, so I just like started turning him before those barrels, and then after a bit we just cantered around, and that's when he spooked at the barrels for like the second time, because when I was leading him in here, I walked him around like this whole thing, and he spooked at the barrels. So we're going to go around, and I think this is where I started cantering. Yeah, so his canter is so smooth. It has gotten so smooth. So like I said, I've been training him. It's been like 3 weeks later. It's 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later of me training him. He is like a totally different horse now. He is just so good. It's like he's a very fast learner. I have noticed that. Okay, so I think this is where he spooked at the barrels. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he spooked at the barrels there. I just went back into canter just because I wanted him to be like used to different environments, so I've been slowly like taking him to different places and trying different things out. So that way I have everything like good, and everything is like really nice with him, and like that way he knows different environments, and that way he's used to everything, and that way when we go to a show, he's not constantly like spooking at every single thing, because that would not be good, having a horse spook at absolutely everything. So I tried doing a trot canter transition right there. It was okay for the first half of it, and then the second half of it, he kind of spooked again at those barrels, and they're all the way over there, so yeah, there we go. Him spooking again. And then I trotted again. And then I decided to go to where the barrels are and just walk him to where the barrels are. I decided just to walk right where the barrels are. And here I am, slowing down. And he didn't even spook at them when he walked over to them, because he was like, oh, they're just barrels. But I'm like, you can see I just stopped so you can actually look at them. Like, I was like kind of tired of him spooking and rearing up and everything, and then I trotted away from him, and he didn't spook at the ones that are all the way over in this corner. He spooked at the ones that were all the way out basically in the open, and then he saw these ones and he was like, oh, those ones are fine, and he didn't even spook at them. And I thought he was gonna spook at them, but he didn't, and I was kind of excited like that he didn't spook at it. So, but we're just doing our little warm-up thing, and I had him do a little bit of a gallop, just a tiny little gallop around, and he like opened up immediately. He was super opened. He was like nice and relaxed, and like he was like a really, really smooth gallop, and it was really nice. So, and I was kind of nervous for going over on this side of the wall because of the barrels, but he didn't spook, and I was so freaking happy with no spooking because I didn't want to fall off in this little lesson that I did with him. And I do these not every day. I do this once in a while. I go to a different area and ride him around and just do some flat work, canter a little bit, maybe gallop once in a while. I don't always do gallop, but this was a special day. I wanted to do something a little bit different and have him do a nice little gallop. Just a nice little gallop. And then I tried to see if he would go over a little tiny little jump because we haven't been jumping in a little bit, so we've just been doing flat work and focusing on flat work and manners and all that stuff because he's still a baby. So I wanted to work on all that stuff first before I did like any jumping stuff. So I slowed him down into a walk, and I walked over to a jump. That was a little bit sketchy because of the size of the jump, but he got antsy, so he started like doing like trotting and cantering and everything. So as you can see, he just got antsy, and I was like, okay, we can canter for a little bit until I get to the jump. I will slow him down and get him like more controlled and not all antsy and everything. We went through the grass, which was his thing. He was looking at the grass, and I was like, fine, I'll just go through it just to get over to the area because he's just the antsiest little man. But we made it to a little fence cross-country jump thing that was there. I had to go through a little town thing, but they were like chilling. They didn't even care that I was going through there. But they have a little jump and they have a little course in the back of their place. So I wanted to go over one of these jumps that are back here, one of these little brick things, and there was one that was like pretty nice. It looked pretty nice, so I wanted to go over it. So I had him do a little gallop canter over it for the first time, and his jump was so nice. I forgot how nice his jump was. And then I went over again, a slower pace, and it was not bad. It was okay for his first slower jump. Like, he's really nice when he goes a little bit faster of a jump over, but I tried it again and it was a little bit better. I need to focus on jumping now because he just has like the flat work down. Like, he's really good with doing that. I need to focus on his jumping now. So I went over this a couple of times, and then he bolted. He literally bolted, and I could feel his legs like going under him. And when he bolted, and I had to slow him down, and he slowed down pretty quickly. And I even halted. Gave him some pats and everything. For slowing down, to say like, that's a good boy, you slow down. I decided to just walk him for a little bit around, and like, yeah, I was not expecting for him to spook twice in the arena and then for him to bolt later. I was not expecting any of that in that ride. So, but yeah, I was not expecting any of that. And also in this whole video, I noticed that my head cam was off for this entire video, which was a little sad that my head cam was off, but that's okay. I walked him to the nearest trailer, and then I pulled him off, and then I forgot to film me hose him off and put him back in his stall with some fresh hay. So you just have me walking him home, walking him to the trailer, and walking him home, walking him to the trailer so I can untack and everything. So yeah. And then I have a lesson with a kid later today, so I will show you guys my first, well, not really my first lesson with this kid, but I'll show you guys the lesson with him and his horse. He has 2 horses, but I think he's gonna do his first horse. I can't remember her or his name. I can't remember if it's a boy or a girl. I haven't seen them in a little bit. My uncle's just been the one training them, but he wanted me to train them today because he's just so busy with different people's today. He has so many like clients today with lessons. So, and then I'm over here having a show on one of the lesson horses, and then I have a horse that I'm training, which is my main horse. Well, it's difficult. So, and also I have some news. My uncle told me that my mom had a horse before I was born, and I have the name of the horse, but I don't know like where that horse went, because I'm like so curious on like what my mom did with the horse. So yeah, my mom had a horse. Okay, this is not my trailer. Sorry sir. Not my trailer. I went the wrong way. I thought I saw a trailer and I was like, oh, that's my trailer. It's not. My trailer is all the way back over there, or it's down there. I don't know where my trailer went. My car and the trailer. I am confused. I guess I'll just walk them around this place and talk about my mom and a horse, the mystery horse. But my uncle has a picture of my mom on this horse. I don't know where it is, but he lost it, so I'm hoping to find it so I can show you guys. But my mom has a horse that she rode and won in like a couple of competitions on this horse before I was born, and before I was even in this world. My mom had a horse that she won competitions on, and this horse, my uncle told me the name of this horse, and the horse's name was Tinkerbell. And I thought it was a little bit strange, but then I started thinking, I have a horse named Sully, I have a horse named Daisy. Daisy was named after like a Disney princess, but without Belle. I said Daisy instead of Belle, because I wanted to do Belle, but then I didn't like it. It didn't fit Daisy, so I decided to just do Daisy because it fit more. And then I got Sully, and his name was already Sully from Monsters Inc. So my mom had a horse named Tinkerbell, and then I was like kind of thinking of where that horse could be at the moment, like where that horse could be, because I was thinking of maybe buying it and seeing if the horse is still doing competitions or any of that stuff, and see if I can get that horse back in shape, if I can find her and get her back in shape and do competitions on her, and she'll be my new competition horse, my other competition horse for doing like dressage and jumping and stuff. But then I would have 3 horses, and I kind of don't want 3 horses, but I might end up having 3 horses. I don't know. because I kind of want to see this horse, because when I was younger, my mom says she never had a horse, but my mom lied to me, question mark. Like, I think my mom lied, because she definitely had a horse. Like, my uncle said that she had a horse named Tinkerbell, and she won multiple ribbons on her. And my uncle said that she looked amazing on Tinkerbell. Like, she did amazing on her. Like, that was her horse that she would ride a lot. And that horse was like the best horse ever. Like, he was hoping that I would get that horse when, like, for my first horse to ride. Like, he was hoping that Tinkerbell would be the first horse that I would ride. But when I was born, my parents could not pay the bills because Tinkerbell was like so expensive, because she had like wings under her belt and everything. He is so fancy. Wings under her belt and everything. And so she was just like really expensive. My parents didn't have enough money to pay for the horse and also a baby. So they sold Tinkerbell to get the money off of Tinkerbell so they could pay for me. So yeah, that's just what happened. And now I just kind of want to find her and have a little story about me finding her. So some videos coming up will be about me trying to find Tinkerbell and everything. Maybe this winter I can find Tinkerbell. I'm not so sure. Well, hopefully we can find her. I'm not so sure, but I'll see you guys when I'm back at the barn so I can tell you guys a little bit more about Tinkerbell. I'm here with Sally, or Moon, so about my mom's horse, Tinkerbell. So she is a little of a smaller horse. I don't know how to explain it all, but I do have a picture of her, and I went and saw a horse that looks like her, but it was not her. It was a little boy. It was a little boy horse, and he was really cute. I was thinking maybe getting him too, but I decided not to. I might. He looks exactly like her, but it was not her. Like, at all. I could go over there right now and show you guys him, so I might do that, just so you guys know. I might go on a little ride too, just in case. I don't know. I might just go over there. I'm gonna go over there. I'll be right back. But this is what my mom's horse looked like. So yeah, super cute boy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here with Mr. Checkers. So please like, subscribe, turn notifications on down below, because I would appreciate it a lot. It helps me out. Also, it's free, so you can do that if you want to help me out. So see you in the next one. Bye.